Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into the fascinating topic of the lunar nodes in astrology. So, in all of the amazing things to study in astrology, why the nodes? The nodes are the soul's evolutionary path. And I don't know about you, but don't we all want to grow into our soul's potential? I know that that is definitely one of my big whys in my life. And one of the big reasons that I believe that we are here is to evolve and grow as a soul. So I'm Luna B. I'm an astrologer, retreat leader, and a lifetime yogini. So being a lifetime yogini has always been this path of who am I other than just a body? Who am I? And yoga is definitely that path of union of the body, mind, and soul. And astrology as well is really this beautiful, beautiful depiction of the moment we took our first breath. What was going on in the sky, and what was our soul born into at that time? So, today I'm going to dive a little bit more into understanding what are the lunar nodes. So, the lunar nodes are mathematical points. It's where the sun, the moon, and the earth line up. And they always come in pairs, new moon and full moon, and they happen twice a year, every 6 months. So I'm sure you've heard of an eclipse. An eclipse, if they call it sometimes like a new moon or a full moon on steroids, because they are very impactful. And the moment that we have the eclipse is not only the moment of the impact, it usually could last um, up to, let's say, 6 weeks before, and honestly, up to 6 months after. And they change and they affect our soul consciousness. So there is the collective nodes, the lunar nodes that are currently in Pisces and Virgo, and they're finishing up their 18-month cycle. We are all experiencing that. And they're moving into Leo and Aquarius starting July 26, 26. And then we have our personal nodes. So this is really where it gets interesting for a soul conscious being on the path of evolution, of growth. So for each of us, we were born with a set of nodes in opposition. So it always comes in polar opposites. Where we come from is the south node. Where we are heading is the north node. Okay, so we have the south node and the lunar north node. What are the difference between the two? The south node represents our gifts, our born talents, our comfort zone, something that we already know. And if you believe in past lives, it also carries the energetics of your past lives. Like, I don't know if you ever feel like, oh, I know that. And how do you know that? And often it's because of the South Node energy holding that wisdom that you carry uniquely for you. But it's really also your comfort zone. So we just always want to be hanging out in that area. But we are here to grow as a soul. So the North Node represents our stretch for this lifetime, what we are growing into, what our soul's potential has for us, what our soul's mission is, where it's actually uncomfortable to be in, because if it was comfortable, there wouldn't be that growth. But when we are heading towards that North Node, we evolve on the soul's path. And we break through those patterns that are not serving us, that are our comfort zone. I don't know about you, but comfort zones are not always something that is actually comfortable because we are in stagnation. Think about a mental pattern that you're constantly looping. It is uncomfortable. So we are always in this process. And for us, we have a lunar node return. So that means that the nodes return to the exact spot of your birth chart. It happens every 18 to 19 months in your life. So, sorry, years, every 18 or 19 years in your life. So it's not happening often, right? And every time you have a lunar node return, we're really looking at what period of your life, what has your soul grown? What patterns have you break it through? What patterns are still so present? What are the themes of my soul's evolutionary journey? So for me, when I looked back at this, because I just completed my lunar node return on June 12th, 2026, and it was a really big moment for me. I was like, oh, and I did a full analysis from pre-birth to present day at 55 years old, all my lunar node returns, all the patterning that is so clear that was taking place for my soul's growth. For me, some of it has been around addiction. For some of it has been around perfectionism, control. And my North Node is in Pisces. And Pisces is all about the spiritual, trust, unconditional love, the greater picture, letting go of control and just being held into the mysticism of life. And for somebody who has a lot of Virgo energy, which has a lot to do with control and perfectionism, it's uncomfortable to grow into it. But I've seen all the steps of my own personal journey that has brought me here today and how my soul has evolved, that I could surrender, that I could trust the process of life and the path that I'm on, and to see all the steps I've taken to get to where I am today. And it is rewarding. It is so rewarding to witness and to understand ourselves. So, if this at all intrigues you and you're interested to learn more about your nodes of fate, your soul's evolutionary path, I've put together a really special offer. It's called the Soul Path Sessions, where I'm going to support you. I'm going to do all the back end work. So, a couple of hours of deep back end research just for you and your lunar nodes. And we're going to dive deep into your soul path journey together. And I'm launching it at a really crazy offer of $197 for this week only. So from June 16th, it's going to go on until Saturday, which is June 20th. And then it'll go up to $297, and it's going to continue to go up because it is a huge amount of work, insight, and it's such a blessing from my heart to offer it to you, because I think it's such a great turnkey for you as a soul being on this path of life. And it would be my honor to support you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My website is at Body and Mind with Brandy. And wishing you a blessed day. Namaste, Brandy.